What's up, YouTube? This video is brought to you by Webull. If you'd like to help out the channel and get some free stocks, make sure you check out my link below. Hey, I'm Chris saying, and today's video is about giving you guys some guidance on when to sell. Listen, guys, class is in session. I need you to tap in and take some notes to follow these instructions so that you guys can navigate the game a tad bit better, okay? But hey, listen, guys, if I helped y'all in any way, what I was help you make some money, or give you a new perspective on the stock market, please make sure you like and subscribe and join us on the journey. Without further ado, let's take a look at my portfolio. Okay, guys, the market correction and sell-off continues, man. You are to see the consistent red days, okay? But you already know, as investors, when it's blood in the streets, it's time to eat, guys. Depending on your mindset, depending on if you have a championship mindset or not, or if you're a weak-minded person, you might be handling this two different ways, okay? I'm talking to winners right now. So listen, guys, I want to give you all some guidance on a few things depending on where you may fall on the spectrum, okay? Today, guys, more specifically, I want to talk about when to sell, okay? Now, you all know it's been a full known fact since I started this channel a year ago. I am a buy and hold investor, aka I am a long-term investor, okay? So listen, typically 90% of the time I weather through all of my stocks that go down. However, I try to avoid stocks going down as much as possible by using what's known as a stop loss, okay? So on average, I try to put my stop loss on high risk plays, and when a high risk play goes down 5 to 10%, I'm out, okay? High risk is stuff that's, again, risky in nature. However, I wouldn't apply that same thing to a Apple or to my Nike or things like that, okay? Those are my long-term stocks that I'm in for the long haul, okay? But stuff that's a trade, a shorter duration hold, something that's high risk, high reward, I do protect myself to the downside by putting on a stop loss, okay? However, today I want to be more detailed in that. I want to give you guys some specifics that I want you guys to follow, okay? Using ticker symbol FTFT, otherwise known as Future Fintech, as an example, okay? Some of you may be in this play, some of you may be out of this play, but I want to use this as a reference point for those of you that are familiar with this stock, okay? Now listen, this is known as a high risk play, high risk, high reward, okay? They're a Bitcoin company out in China, okay? And they have been hit tremendously hard, okay? Some things you can't do anything about, all right? So I want to talk about this for you guys in terms of how to navigate, okay? One way, because there are always many ways to do many things in the stock market, okay? So listen, beyond having your stop loss sold, okay? Whether or not you guys did that or not, that's neither here nor there. I'm still going to teach you guys some lessons on today. In a high risk play, okay, your threshold is anywhere between 10%, 25%, and 40%, okay, if you are down. So I need you to go through not only this play, but go through your portfolio in general. I talk to hundreds of you guys a week. I see plays you guys are in from all kind of people, so I know you got plenty plays, whether it's this one or other plays, okay? But check this out, as I review you guys' portfolios. Go through them. This is part of the homework, okay? Go through and see if you're down 10%, 25%, or 40%, okay? Then you got to ask yourself, is this a long-term hold, or was this intended to be a trade, okay? A trade is just what these plays were, meant to be quick home runs, okay? Quick is 3 to 6 months in the stock market, okay? But if something is crashed, corrected, or pulls way back, then that goes out the window. You use your stop loss to get out, okay? That being neither here nor there, check it out. Assess where you're at, okay? Now listen, at some point, guys, you have to cut your losses. You cannot be married to these plays, okay? Because the longer you stay in a play, you are keeping yourself in bondage from being able to access the remaining capital to jump in something else, okay? Those of you that know how to play the game and navigate and have a go-getter mentality, guys, you can take a loss and turn it into a win by taking what you have left, hop it into a winner, it runs up, and then you all of a sudden make all the money back that you may have been down or may have lost in a down play. Okay, that's just an example. So again, 10%, assess to see if you have a play that's down 10%. Then you got to ask yourself if this is long term. So for instance, if you're down 10% in Apple, don't touch that. Slap your hand away and go sit down, okay? But if you're down 10% or more in like BlackBerry, okay? If you're down 10% or more in CTRM or ATER or BBIG, that kind of stuff I'm talking about, the plays you guys love being in for quick money, okay? Check those out to see where you're at. 25% do the same thing. Now, if you're down 25 to 40%, it's a whole different ball game, okay? You need to make sure that you are looking at your exit plan in terms of cutting your losses, okay? It's okay, guys. You take losses. Matter of fact, let me just tell you one thing. As an investor, okay, I'm a young retired individual that built my wealth primarily through investing. Guess what we do, guys? We take strategic losses. Some plays we'll just have and hold to the end of the year, December 31st. Why? Just like Warren Buffett, just like Peter Lynch, just like anybody you can think of, Mark Cuban, whoever you think is doing their thing in terms of being billionaires and all that, it's the same game for you guys. December 31st, we lock in a loss to reduce our taxes. I'll give you this example. Each year, guys, you can write off up to $3,000, okay? So if you make $50,000 a year and you are down in future fintech, as opposed to complaining and being negative, guys, you can strategically say, you know what, I'm gonna reduce my taxable income. Instead of letting them tax me on $50,000 this year, I'm gonna apply this loss strategically, okay? I forgot to put my stop loss on. I was new to the game. I never been through a correction before. You guys got all legitimate reasons for taking a loss in certain plays, okay? In this part of the game, we're all gonna lose. I lose all the time. I just make it up because I crush the stock market more than I lose in the stock market, okay? But then you say to yourself, okay, I'm gonna claim this $3,000 loss on my taxes. This is what we all do, guys, from Warren Buffett down to little old me and you, okay? So instead of getting taxed on $50,000, you get taxed on $47,000. It makes a huge difference. If you have more than $3,000, you roll the remaining over to the following year. So you would do the same thing for the following year, and you apply $3,000 there. And if it's, again, if it was like $10,000, then you apply $3,000 to that next year. You can always do this, guys. You just have to know information. You have to have guidance. You can always jump on a coaching call with me and I'll give you the game that you might not get on YouTube, okay? How many millionaires do you guys know talk to you guys and are for the little people, telling you this kind of information daily, in and out, okay? Again, take it and then apply it to use it to your advantage, okay? But guys, you have to know when to sell. Another option is covered calls. I'm going to do a whole thing on covered calls because that is also a way to successfully navigate out of a play that you might be down in, a play that you forgot to use your stop loss in. So listen, guys, it's something I wanted to just touch on more so because it's relevant to us right now. We're going through a sell-off, we're going through a crash/correction, and so I like to speak to things when we're in it versus, again, speaking to it and then it doesn't hit the same because the market may be going to the moon and it don't apply. I remember teaching you guys all this stuff last year in 2020, but because everything was a bull market, again, a lot of the messages didn't stick about stop losses, trailing stop losses, and all the different nuanced things you can do to avoid these things. But they are more relevant this year because you're actually having to live it out. Listen, guys, I won't belabor the point. Just wanted to give you guys some game today and some guidance, more importantly, on when to sell. So to recap, 10%, 25%, 40%. Those are the levels I want you to look at to see if you have plays that are down that much, okay? And then you gotta then say, but if it's a long-term play, you don't touch it. If it's Apple, Nike, Facebook, Amazon, Google, Microsoft, you don't touch those kind of plays that may be down 10%. You add to those. That's when you average up, add to your position. But anything else that's high risk, I need you guys to consider making a move, more importantly, cutting your losses, okay? Listen guys, we make videos like this every day, so if you like this one, make sure you check out the next one. Remember, most people see the end result, very few consider the journey. Do me a favor, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys grab some free stock using my link below, and I'll see you all in the next one.